Hello, and welcome to episode 15 of my Munro walking guides. In today's episode, I'm going to climb Beinn Ghlas via Beinn Ghlas. Beinn Ghlas is one of the most popular Munros in Scotland. It's about an hour and 40 minutes from Glasgow and a 2-hour drive from Edinburgh. The actual walk for Beinn Ghlas and Beinn Ghlas isn't that far. You can see here it's around 11.5 kilometres and only just a little bit over 900 metres of ascent. You're benefited greatly by starting at the car park, which is just a little bit above 400 metres. The car park can fit a good number of vehicles, probably about 60 or 70 vehicles. There are no toilets at the car park, there are public toilets in Colin. So starting at the car park, cross the road that you drove up on when you entered the car park, and then follow that road. It takes you up and across a sort of moor, and then you enter a woodland, a gated fenced woodland through a gate, and follow the path through the woodland. It's quite a prominent path. You follow the path up, and then you'll come out the woodland again through another gate at the far end, and shortly after this you'll see a big pile of rocks. To go up Beinn Ghlas, slightly to the right, kind of straight on, the path starts to get steeper at this point. And you follow that up until you get onto the ridge. And just continue following the path all the way up until you make it to the summit of Beinn Ghlas. From there there's a gentle ridge walk down to the Beinn Ghlas, and then again it will start to climb, and quite steeply at this point, for a short period until you get to the summit of Beinn Ghlas. Once you're at the summit, you return back down to the Beinn Ghlas on the same path, and if you want you can go back up and over Beinn Ghlas, or as I did in this walk, I went and followed the normal descent path which goes off to the right, and it takes you around the side of Beinn Ghlas. And then you follow that all the way back down to the car park. Beinn Ghlas is just slightly west of the centre of Scotland, so I'm going to look at the West Highlands forecast. Little wind, so 5 to 10 miles an hour, rising up to 15 miles an hour later on. And we've got 80% chance of it being cloud free, but then that drops as to the further north you go. And I'm going to continue to look at the cloud forecast on the Met Office. And here we have Beinn Ghlas. It's set at 7 AM on Saturday morning, and I'll just play that through. And we can see that cloud is coming in and starting to hit us around about 2 o'clock. So I'm going to aim to have an early start. Hello and good morning. I'm at the Beinn Ghlas car park. It is just gone 7 o'clock. Beinn Ghlas car park has no toilet facilities. It is pay and display, part of the National Trust, so if you're a member of the National Trust it's included in your membership. Otherwise it's £3 for the day. And like I said, when I looked at the weather report, it's meant to be clear up until about 12 o'clock. So making an early start. I think could probably do this in about 5 hours. I've got a lighter pack today, I've left the crampons behind. So we'll see how it goes. But it's looking good just now. Stayed in the car park overnight in the van. There's no problems with camping there, but there are no facilities. It's a beautiful morning. As soon as you leave the car park, you come to the road that you drove up on, cross over that road and follow the path. Beinn Ghlas is the one you can see ahead, and Beinn Ghlas is behind that. In my experience, this is a very popular walk, so I expect we'll see quite a few people. There's a bit of a wind, so it's a bit cool. Beinn Ghlas there. The walk goes up kind of goes up through, let's see if I get my finger. So it goes up through the woods here and then onto the ridge and up that ridge and then along the top. On the way back we come round the back of Beinn Ghlas to the left as we're looking and come back down. Sun's just about to peek out. It's a very good path for this one. I don't think there'll be any bits that are horrible to walk on today. Just going to enter into this woodland. You cross through there and up onto the ridge. And the sun's now fully up. You can see where the path bends to the right a little bit, and then it just zigzags up the hillside. Gets steeper obviously, but it's still a good path. Take that up onto the ridge and follow the ridge. It's nice in the sun, but the wind is quite persistent and it's quite cold. When you come to these boulders, the path forks, and we're going to go right to go up onto the ridge for Beinn Ghlas. The path to the left is our return path when we come down from Beinn Ghlas and go around the side of Beinn Ghlas. Looking down to Loch Tay. And the one to the right of those two peaks is Beinn Mhor. And there's another Munro there, can't remember his name. That one there's also a Munro. You can do the three Beinn Ghlas, Beinn Ghlas and that one in frame there on the same day. It's quite, you get a good start to it on the way back because you're quite high up. And then there's Beinn Ghlas. Once again, Beinn Ghlas summit is clear. We've got plans to do that one next weekend. I hope the weather holds up. That's 3 weeks in a row it's been clear. I'm just below the summit of Beinn Ghlas and I'm enjoying the peace. I think the summit is shielding me from the wind. Here I am at the summit of Beinn Ghlas, 1,074 metres in altitude. Just a couple more steps to go. Surprisingly small cairn for this one. Incredible views and windy and quite cold. There's a significant wind chill. So Beinn Ghlas over there. And our next stop, Beinn Ghlas. It's quite a short distance to get to that one, so should get there fairly quickly. Oh, it's very cold. Very, very cold. Time to put on my jacket and gloves. And that took about an hour and a half from the car park to the summit of Beinn Ghlas. I'm at the lowest point between Beinn Ghlas and Beinn Ghlas, 996 metres, I think something like that, just under 1,000 metres. Summit of Beinn Ghlas is about 1,184 metres, just straight up there. So just under 200 metres of ascent, about 600 feet. Should be nice and quiet on the top. It really has a very well made path. It's not something you're going to find in the high street, but it's very well constructed. Makes it a lot easier for walking. I'm just below the summit of Beinn Ghlas, and just in case it's windy up there like it was in Beinn Ghlas, I'll just make a wee video just now. There's Beinn Ghlas right in the middle there. Debating which way to go back. If I go back over Beinn Ghlas, I'll be in the sun and the wind will be behind me. If I go round the shoulder to the right there, and you can probably see the path. If I go on that path, as you can see, it's in the shade, which means there'll be ice and slippiness. It might just be nice to do over the top. We'll see how I feel when we get there. I'm on the summit of Beinn Ghlas. It's 9:30 in the morning and you can see the cloud coming over, so exactly as predicted in the weather forecast. So glad I made the early start. Get to enjoy the best of the weather. The wind chill is quite cold. So I'm going to make my way back down. Just as I'm about to descend, out of nowhere comes some very light cloud. About to say it's nice to be out of the wind, and as I start filming, a little breeze came along. So I'm going to take the normal route back out. You can see it there. Goes along the side and then it curves down and goes across that Beinn Ghlas and then round to the left and then back to the path that we came up to start with. So like I said, I've come to the Beinn Ghlas, the low point between Beinn Ghlas and Beinn Ghlas, and I'm going to take the path that forks off to the right. And once again, get out of the sun, it's too hot. Never happy. As with all the rest of the path, this path is nice to walk on, nice and clear. You get a little bit of a different perspective of the mountains. Looking back at Beinn Ghlas. If you have the time and you're feeling energetic, you can follow that path that's in the middle of the screen, and it goes up, and I think it goes round to the left of those sort of outcrops until you get to just where that snow is right in the middle, and then it goes up the ridge to the top of that summit. And that is another Munro. That's the way I did that Munro. I just tagged it on to Beinn Ghlas. Can't remember the name of it, and I've not got any internet, so I can't look it up. But today I'm just going to head back. Be a nice short walk today. I can see a lot of glistening from the cars in the car parks, so it's getting busier. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can see a lot more people coming up now. And the cloud has eventually caught up with us, just very lightly at the moment. Just going down the final descent back to the car park. Just returning back to that pile of boulders where in the morning I went up to the right of that and up onto the ridge. And obviously at this point we turn right again, and go back down the path, back down to the car park. Yeah, it's still a beautiful day for a walk. Almost back at the car park, just a short field to cross. It's a glorious day. You can see the clouds are just starting to come in. It's really good to see all the young walkers going up there. Hopefully you come across this video and you start watching and subscribing to my videos. Very enjoyable day. If you enjoyed the video, please like. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Look forward to showing you the next video. So I'm back at the car park in under 4 hours. That included stops for videoing. Car park looks pretty full. Bye for now.